What's up, YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be talking about imposter syndrome. Everyone experiences, no matter what level you're at, whether you're just starting out or you've done $41.7 million in sales, it still happens to us at every level. And today, we're going to talk about what it is, how you can overcome it, and how to stop having imposter syndrome, or at least do the best you can to get rid of it and work yourself through. Can't wait to see you inside today's video. We'll see you inside. What's up, everybody? Funnel Doc here. Today we're going to be covering the topic of imposter syndrome. Now, this happens to everyone no matter what level you're at. It hits some people just starting out and people who've been in the game for quite a while. Now, let's first define imposter syndrome. Google defines imposter syndrome as the persistent inability to believe in one's success is deserved or has been legitimately achieved as a result of one's own skill or effort. And these lead to all different types of feelings, unworthy. It feels like that you were lucky, that you didn't deserve it, that you weren't prepared enough, that you weren't guided, that all this wasn't due to any talent or skill that you have. Well, I'm going to tell you that that's not true, and that you deserve all the hard work and recognition that you're now getting. You're going to find that imposter syndrome is something that happens to you no matter what level you're at. But what you need to do to sort of be able to get through it, to be able to get over imposter syndrome and be able to work through this and understand that you do deserve what you've achieved and that you have put in all the hard work and it's not just luck. Some of the things that you want to do is you first want to separate the facts from your feelings. Now, that's something really big when it comes to imposter syndrome. Realize that everything you're feeling is just that, like pain or frustration or anger. You have the ability to control it. This is a feeling. Imposter syndrome, the anxiety that comes from it, all that is a feeling. So you have the ability to control it. And when you separate your feelings and how you're feeling, and you look at the facts and what you've achieved over the years, it's easy to see that you are deserved of your status or your results or whatever you're feeling that you're feeling this imposter syndrome about. The other thing is you need to note those accomplishments, separating the facts from the feelings, but also what accomplishments have you achieved. If you were blessed enough to launched a funnel and did 1.2 million in 57 days, you have to realize what an amazing thing that is and not just think that it's because it's Kevin David and maybe anybody could have done it. Like, this is one of the things that I experienced. A lot of people don't realize that when I first started this journey and got the success quickly with Kevin and then again with Kevin, that at first I was wondering if it was him or me. Did I have any of the skills? Was it just luck? I had all these imposter syndrome things going on in my own head. And it wasn't until I got my third one last year, well, a third and fourth, if I was to get my fourth one this year, third and fourth 2 commas, that I started really seeing that, hey, it's not just Kevin, it's me, and that's looking at my accomplishments and seeing the third one and the fourth one and the 41.7 million generated from the funnel ecosystems I've created. I can look at that and I can really say, okay, you know your stuff. Now, I know that might sound crazy and you might find it hard to believe, but yes, I still experience imposter syndrome sometimes. And some of the things that you're going to learn, that as long as you're evolving, as you're challenging yourself and you're leveling up and you're constantly evolving as an entrepreneur and your business person, you're going to experience that because you're not comfortable. You're pushing yourself. You're reaching new heights. You're doing things that you've never done before. Of course, you're going to feel a little bit imposterish or off about it, you got to realize, again, these are feelings. Just push through it. It will get easier, and there will become a point where I'm not going to say it's ever going to go away, because like I said, as long as you're constantly evolving and pushing yourself new heights and doing new things, you're going to feel this, but you need to realize that it's okay. And another reason you can, or way that you get over imposter syndrome, is to stop comparing yourself to others. A lot of imposter syndrome comes from you thinking about, look at all this other person's success. Why am I not there yet? Or why haven't I achieved these results? And you feel like you're an imposter from the results you have achieved that could be amazing. Like, maybe you launched your first course and maybe you did 10,000 and some people are like, oh, it wasn't a million, blah, blah. It's $10,000 freaking dollars. You're amazing. And I think that's what people need to take into consideration, is that their achievements moving forward positively, comparing themselves to just yesterday, are amazing, and you've done a great job no matter what it is. But I think that's too when sometimes when the imposter syndrome is when you start comparing yourself to others and trying to figure out why you haven't been successful as others, and then you negate the success you have done to some degree by doing that. So one of the things you can also do is you can turn imposter syndrome on its head. You can recognize the fact that really there's only a couple people that don't have imposter syndrome, and that's people that are imposters. The people that are like literally are fakes, guess what? They're not worried about imposter syndrome because they know they're imposters. And then the other people are people that stop growing, the people that get stagnant, when they're just doing the daily grind and there's no movement, there's no challenging, there's no growth. Those people don't worry about imposter syndrome because they know that they are in their daily grind, they're doing their due. There's nothing to be an imposter about. You know what I mean? So those are the people that really don't have imposter syndrome or imposters, and people who stop growth. As long as you're growing, you're going to feel this way because you're experiencing new challenges. It's just part of being an evolutionary being. As we're evolving every day, we're getting a little bit better. And again, only compare yourself to you yesterday. The other thing that you can do to help overcome imposter syndrome is talking to other people, realizing that other people experience the same feelings that you are. And the more that you talk about to other people, the more you're going to see you're not alone. And that there's other people and there's other coaches and there's other consultants all feeling the same way. It's very normal. And to some degree, you should worry you're not feeling it because A, you're either an imposter, or B, you've stopped growth. Which one are you? So as long as you've had imposter syndrome, it's almost like haters a little bit. You know that you're getting out there. So keep pushing yourself. And then a final way that you can help overcome imposter syndrome is talking to someone like myself or someone else in your ecosystem that's a mentor that is where you want to go. And the reason why I talk to them is because they'll be able to help you relate to each step of the way and overcome imposter syndrome and realize that you're doing the best that you can and that you're achieving great results because of it. So these are some of the things I want to talk about. Imposter syndrome is discussed a lot, but I wanted to give you a little bit of tools and some knowledge to be able to never really overcome it, but accept it and realize that the anxiety, the fear, the scarcity mindset or whatever's coming from this imposter syndrome are just that, they're feelings. And you have the ability to control it, just like the ability to control anger. And the frustration, you can be in control of this. These are your feelings, your emotions. You have the ability to control them. And when you start feeling these, do what I've talked about, separate the feeling from the fact. Note your accomplishments. Stop comparing yourself. Realize that only imposters and people that aren't growing don't have imposter syndrome. Talk to other people out there, get their experiences, get their insights, and then talk to a mentor. And the last thing I want you to know is that this is totally normal on your journey of entrepreneurship. And as long as you're growing, as long as you're evolving, as long as you're moving forward, it's going to happen. So don't fear it, but embrace it. And know that you're growing and you're doing everything you need to do to be where you need to be. So with that, I want to thank you for watching. Please be sure to smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you can see when all my videos are going live. I am going to be creating these videos Monday through Friday for the next 90 days. They're going to be coming out every Monday through Friday. It's an amazing time. I'm having so much fun making these. If there's a topic you want me to talk about or you've got something to say, please put in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to share this with a friend. These videos are going to be amazing. The next one I'm going to be talking about is your actual coaching funnel and what the only funnel you need to hit $1 million. Fun times. So anyway, I hope this is a great video for you and you've enjoyed it. And hopefully this helps you out to be able to break through imposter syndrome and realize you're not alone. With that, I appreciate you watching, and Funnel Doc out.